How you doing? What's going on? I feel like the lighting's all wrong. I don't know what's going on. Hi. How are you? Welcome to Daily Fuel. Welcome to the replay. My name is Bobby, and I am the host of this group. That's on, right? Yeah. So, what do you call it? If you're watching in the replay, then do me a favor and let me know you're in the replay. You can write a hashtag. You can write any wow, like 6 comments just showed up all at the same time. That was I've never seen that before. There was one, and then suddenly they were bam, all of them just showed up at the same time. That was cool. I wonder if that happens a lot. Anyway, we got some people here. I'll just say hello real quick. Kelly's here. Hi. And hooray, the fluid brought me to the fuel. Cool. That's cool. Hello. Jesse, how are you? Not my free will. You are compelled to join today's fuel. Amy, hello. You're on time. Yeah, I was on time yesterday too. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Nathan, how are you? And Kelly's laughing. Hi, Bobby. Hi, family. Hey, hi, hello, oh, hola, ha. I thought it said hola, but it says holla. Whatever, both. How's that? Hi, Crimson. How are you doing? And Richard's here. Hey, dude. How you doing? Yeah, do me a favor, dude. Copy paste that comment you did on the other post in here, and I'll read it later. Nice to see you. All right. Well, you guys know the deal. If you can comment the whole time I'm talking, and I'm gonna start my spiel now. It's 2 minutes. Look at that. 2 minutes exactly. Let's just get started, shall we? Oh, wait. Get off my screen. What the fuck? All right. Now we can start. The future is fluid. The future is fluid. What do I mean by that? I mean that we can shape it. We can create it. It is not... I'm gonna wrinkle some feathers here. Is that the... I'm gonna ruffle some feathers here. Wrinkle. I'm gonna wrinkle them. First, I'm gonna be upfront with you. I am not a proponent, a fan, a believer in the concept of fate or destiny. I'm not. If you are, that's fine. I do not require people to agree with me in this group or even on Daily Fuel. In fact, if you disagree with me, write it in the comments and tell me why. I'll read it and I'll talk about it, and then I'll tell you you're wrong and I'll end the show, and that's that. Hang on a second. When he moves his chair around like that, it is so loud. I just have to... So, yeah, I'm not a big proponent of that. But what I am a proponent of is the idea that we have the ability to create our own lives. We are in the driver's seat. I always think of it as I am the pilot and my soul is the navigator. And so the idea to me that there's a fate or a destiny or a pre-written path or future kind of bums me out, because then I just feel like what am I working on? What am I doing? Why am I even trying anything? I could literally just go do any... I could go murder somebody and I would still get to where I'm supposed to go. It's like I need to feel like don't go murder anybody. I still feel like I could be that I need to be the person in the driver's seat, and that everything is my fault, but also my design, my work. I have the ability to create the future that I want. I'm a big fan of that concept. So I've got my things. And number one is that, first of all, in physics, in science, the future and the past are made up concepts. They're not even real things. We know that there is a past because we remember that things happened. We know that we did things. We can read about stuff. We can look at our photo albums, or we can watch home videos. We remember that we did stuff, but we can't go back and see it. We can't go back in time and visit it. We can't go back and do any... I can't even go back to the beginning of this video. It's over. It's done. It's the past. The only thing we ever have is this now moment. This now moment is it. It's the only thing. And even when you're thinking about or talking about or remembering the past, you're doing it now. There is no past. We can't see it. We can't touch it. We can't do anything with it except remember it now. That's it. The future is the same thing. We can't go to the future and see what it's going to be like. We can't understand what's going to happen in the future or preconceive what's going to happen in the future. We can plan it, we can design it, we can imagine it, we can dream about it, but even if we do all of those things, we are doing them now. And when the future happens, here I am, it's the future. No, it's not, it's now. It's always now. It's always now. And by the way, we were supposed to have jetpacks by now, but I'm not even going to get into that shit. So, the past and the future are made up. We can imagine them, we can remember them, but we can only do those two things now. So that's my number one. Number two is that future that we can imagine is going to be a reflection of our now moment. So what does that mean? It means that you are creating the path. You are lighting up the path that you are on now. And you get to decide what that path is going to be. You get to decide what that future is going to look like. And how do you know what it's going to look like? You know by the two different kinds of manifestations that pop up in your life. The first manifestation is your immediate now feelings. If you are thinking about, dreaming about, doing, imagining things, and it's making you feel good, then you are pre-paving yourself on a path to a future that is bright and has stuff that you want. If you are imagining and worrying and stressing and depressing and blah, then you are pre-paving yourself on a path that's got some crap in it that you're not going to like. Our problem, I think, as human beings, is that we do both. Sometimes we're doing this one, sometimes we're doing this one. We do this one a little bit, we do that one a little bit. Some days we're more on this side, some days we're really all about this. And so the future that comes to us is usually a lot of the same crap over and over again. Have you ever felt like you're in a hamster wheel in life? Have you ever felt like, am I seriously this old and I'm still here? It's not that you're stuck. It's not that you're unable to get anywhere. You can't help but move forward in time. It's where we all are. The problem is that you're pre-paving some good stuff, you're pre-paving some bad stuff. Some good stuff happens, we go, yay, and now we're all about that. But then we pre-pave some bad stuff, and that happens, and we go, oh, crap! And now we're all upset about it, and we're pre-paving all the same stuff again. And that's what we do. We don't have to do that, by the way, because any now moment, we can redirect ourselves towards that better future that we like. We can redirect our thoughts and our energy and ourselves toward anything that we like. So I said there were two manifestations. The first manifestation is your emotion. How do you feel? If you feel good, you're going this way. That's the good way. If you feel bad, you're pre-paving for this. You can expect something down that friggin' road to show up in your life at some point. What's the second manifestation? The second manifestation is the crap that shows up in your life at some point. It's going to happen. It's going to physically manifest, or the good stuff that shows up. Most of us, like I said, go down that road sometimes, go down that road sometimes, and we get stuff from both ways. Running around on my head. Anyway, so that's hang on. If I'm talking and there's this noise, then I can't use the clip in a video. That's the problem. So I'm just pausing. Hang on, bear with me for 1 second while he sits down and we're done. So no matter where we are at any given moment, we can redirect which way we want to go. So that's number two. Number three, how the hell do we do that? How do you do it? Because I've been doing this for years now, and sometimes I'm going down that road, and sometimes I'm going down that road. So here's the deal. Source energy in Source Energy Land, just pure perfect energy, is perfect at going down this way. And that's what we are. We are that inside. We are that at our foundation. And we're not supposed to be perfect at this. The whole point of being here on Earth is that we're doing a lot of different crap, and we're seeing a lot of different things, and we're going, oh, that's really cool, and oh my God, that's terrible, I never want to see that again. We're supposed to do that. So the fact that we're sometimes going this way and sometimes going that way is part of the game. It's okay. Stop kicking your ass for being bad at this. You're not bad at it. You're pretty good at it. We're all really good at this. The problem is that when that stuff from this way comes, we don't like it. And we don't have to have quite as much of it. And we certainly don't need to get the same crap from over here over and over and over again. I already know I don't like that. I don't need it ever again, ever. It's already on my shit list. It's already on my get the fuck out of my face list. I don't need to look at it ever again, and yet here it is. Why? Well, how do we not do that? Not why. How do we not do that? It's easy. The problem is it's boring. It's the energy work. It's the stuff I talk about all the time. By the way, here's a really easy thing to do. It's an exercise that I've been practicing the last couple days, is just start walking around like a lunatic, appreciating everything. And that's all you do. Don't talk about anything that pisses you off. Don't let anybody ask you questions and get you roped into something that you don't want to be talking about. Just appreciate every little thing. Man, do I like this phone. It's really cool, and the fact that I can do this or that on it is really cool. I've had this Canteen for years, and it's still in perfect shape, and I love water. Do you ever see Friends? Water rules! See that? We love that one. I love these little mints. I just look around and I'm looking for stupid things to be appreciative of. And you know what happens when you do that and you're working on it all day long? You start to feel all giddy and happy and you look like a moron, but who cares? You're happy and you don't even know why you're happy. Did that stuff that happened go away? No, not yet. But you're not attracting more of it right now. You're attracting stuff down here. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to imagine your perfect future and get all in an amazing meditation where you felt like you were floating in space. It doesn't have to be that. It could literally be like, wow, this shirt is just nice. I like it. I like this shirt. It makes me feel good. I love this microphone. I just love this microphone. My mom bought me this microphone and I've loved it forever and ever and ever. It's just amazing, this microphone. That's it. Just find anything at all, and just one thing after another, and try that for a few days. See what happens. The future is fluid, my friends. You are not preconceived to be a loser or to have a problem or to be stuck in this thing that you're stuck in right now, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be that way. You can get out of it. You can move past it. We're not stuck anywhere. We just keep recreating the same thing over and over again. If you feel stuck, you're recreating the same thing over and over again. You're moving. You're just moving in a circle. I'm still here. Yeah, but you can't stop moving. Okay, now I'm done. Let's see what you people have to say about it. Hi, Bobby and crew. Hi. Okay, I guess what I said is relevant to your fuel today. Yeah. Yes. I just like arguing with you. I say, hey, write that comment again, and then I'll read it, and then I'll disagree with it. I just have the belief that anyone can do anything if they put their mind to it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Therefore, I can do anything I put my mind to. Absolutely. I agree with that part. It works some of the time. It works all of the time. The thing is that it doesn't create what you want all of the time. It creates what you want some of the time. It works all of the time. You just put your mind to things you don't want, and then you get the things you don't want, and you go, fuck, I didn't want that. But it works all of the time. It works some of the time. No, I just said it works all the time. I reread the same one. But also, if my mind isn't on it, then nothing gets done at all, and that works 100% of the time. Yes, you just made my point. I'm sure there's some fuel in there somewhere. There's plenty of fuel in there. That's why I asked you to write that one again. Thank you for showing up and doing that. I appreciate it a lot. Kelly says, and now I'm done with you. You can leave. Kelly says... Why do you keep showing up? I'm always rude to you. I believe not in fate, but a general intended direction. Our souls... by the way, let me pause you 1 second there, because there's another thing that I kind of like the idea of, and that's like soul contracts or this idea that I'm going to go do this thing. But what I feel like happens is that I may have, when I was in Source Energy Land, had this idea. I want to go be this guy, and I want to work on this stuff. And that might be like my intention, where I was going, the thing that I wanted to do. We might come here with certain intentions that were preset, you know? But I don't think that means that on March 23rd, 2022, this is going to happen, and no matter what I do, that thing is just gonna happen. That's tomorrow, by the way. I don't believe that. I just think that it's like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna work on this and let's see how it goes. It's kind of like when you go to the amusement park. We go to the amusement park and we don't say at 3:00 I'm riding the roller coaster and I'm going to throw up. We don't say that. It's not written in stone. We go to the amusement park and we say, I'm going to go to the amusement park. I want to ride this ride. I want to ride this ride. I want to ride this ride. I don't want to ride this ride because I know I don't like it. I sucked the last time. And I want lunch. And that's my plans. I got these plans and I kind of know that's what's going to happen. Kinda. Those are my preset plans, And then I get to the amusement park and it rains and I didn't get to do the thing. And I got to go on 2 of the rides I wanted, but not the 3rd one, That kind of a thing. I need some air today. Hang on a second. I want to read your thing, Kelly, but... Ooh, that was a hard swallow. I believe not in fate. I believe not in fate, but a general intended direction. Yeah, thank you. That's what got me off on that tangent. Our souls know the type of life we wanted to experience, but almost all the details are completely up to us. Oh, yeah, I should have just read your comment instead of... we create as we go, and fate or the universe weaves it all into place based on our actions. Just my 3 cents, because I know that you work in threes. I like the 3 fates. Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah. I think I just said what I should have said after your comment, before your comment. But yes, very good. Good evening, Bobby and fellow artists. Hi, Robin. How are you? Thank you for the flowers. Nathan says, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Quote by Carl Jung. Oh, that's pretty cool, right? So if you are not consciously working on which direction you're moving, then things are going to happen. You're just going to be like, that's my fate. That was in the cards. I got dealt a crappy hand. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, good one. Crimson is having a light bulb moment. I don't know why that's blank. Do you not realize you're the only one that's bothered about the dog making noise? Yeah, actually, first of all, I do realize that. Second of all, that's not the dog, that's my son. And today it's my son. Yeah, I know you guys don't hear it, but it bugs me because it's literally inches over my head and it's louder to me than to the microphone. Like, I'll have to listen back and see like how loud this is right now. He's walking back and forth. There's stuff going on tonight, and it's usually I say I'm doing my live now, and everybody just settles down and bees quiet. Bees quiet? How do you say that? And stays quiet. But tonight he's got to eat now, and stuff's going on. So that's why there's noise. But yeah, it also gives me something to complain about. And see, that's what I do. I'm pre-paving in this direction. I should appreciate the fact that what can I appreciate? Noise bugs me, and I let it bug me, and I can't even think of a thing to appreciate when the noise is bugging me. Isn't that interesting? I'll have to think about that. Thanks for the reminder and for calling me out on that. Nathan, the attitude of mind necessarily depends upon what we think. Dude, I need a second before I read your comments. The attitude of mind necessarily depends upon what we think. So what we are thinking is creating our attitude, our emotional, the manifestations that are coming to us immediately are what we're thinking. Our feelings are telling us what we're thinking. That's how I'm reading that. Therefore, the secret of all power, all achievement, and all possession depends upon our method of thinking. That's cool. I'm going to say yes to that, but I'm going to answer this with an Abrahamism, is that it's really hard to police what you're thinking all day long. And I know, because a lot of times you can start getting into a thought and then you're like, oh, I shouldn't be thinking about this. It's easier to rearrange what you're thinking by paying attention not to what you're thinking, but what you're feeling. Because your feelings are the immediate manifestation telling you what you're thinking. So if you're thinking things and you're like, wait, what am I thinking about? You don't have to figure out what you're thinking about. Just ask yourself, how does what I'm thinking about make me feel? That will tell you, ooh, I don't like this. Let me go back over here. And then I can just think about anything at all. And as Richard just pointed out, I think about the noise and it brings me over to this side without me even realizing it. It's just an automatic response that I have. So it's like, oh God, the noise, right? And then it's like I just got finished telling you about how I appreciate this and I appreciate this and I appreciate this and fuck it, right? It's like we can't help it sometimes. So I can't police what I'm thinking, but when it's pointed out to me that I'm doing a thing and I can realize, yeah, that was making me feel over in this direction. Well, let me steer it back to this direction. I don't have to worry about what I was thinking. It doesn't even matter. Really, what I want to do is just find anything to think about now that's going to keep me feeling over here. So thanks for that. Oh, you guys, your comments are helpful today. Totally agree that life is fluid. Well, thank you. It's nice when you and I agree. We usually agree. I usually nitpick with you. We always agree. I nitpick with you. I don't know why. Probably because I know I can and it's fun. I'm afraid to nitpick with too many people. Do we encounter, Amy, hi. Do we encounter the same situations till we learn how to deal with them? Is our higher self a smarty pants that knows what will float our boats and recreate situations till we truly learn to deal with them? That's a great question. I think this could be debated. I don't think that anybody really knows the answer, so I'm going to tell you what I think. Because I don't know. It could be completely wrong, but here's what I think. All right? No. The answer to that question is no. It's just no, all right? Don't argue with me. No, I'm kidding. You can argue with me. I could be completely wrong. But here's why I think that it's no. I don't think that we're here to be tested. I don't think that we're here to be... It's kind of like we didn't go to the amusement park to take a test. We went to the amusement park to have fun. I believe that we are source energy beings, spiritual beings here to have fun. And this is fun because you can't have the same kind of fun at the amusement park that you can at home. And just the same way, source energy beings can't have the same kind of fun when we already know all the answers and no matter what we think, it's wonderful. And it's like everything is just always perfect, right? So it's like, hey, let's go down there and be that guy or that girl or that person. And let's go be them and just like be like, that sucks. You know, because maybe if it sucks, I'll find a way around it. Because getting around the thing that sucks, being in this place that I don't like, but moving towards the thing that I like, that's what life is, and that's what feels really good. And when you're already source energy, you don't have that movement because everything's just wonderful all the time, constantly just perfect. Well, look at this thing, that's perfect. There's no movement toward anything better. There is no better, there is no bad, there is no good, there is no nothing, this just is. So we come here. This is the place to play, right? When I'm standing here, it's like, okay, this is cool. But when I'm at the amusement park, I'm on the roller coaster and I'm moving around and I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible and this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think happens. So I don't think that our source, higher self, or spiritual beings are going, oh God, how did I get stuck with this moron? Look at that. How many times are you going to make the same mistake? You know what? Here. I'm going to sprinkle some crap on you again, and maybe you'll figure it out this time. Did they figure it out? No, they're so stupid. I don't think it's anything like that. And I don't even think it's playful, like, oh, let's see what happens if I dangle this in front of your face. I think what I'm saying is that we are here now. We are thinking and feeling things, and they're either pointing us in this direction or they're pointing us in this direction. And because we are us, we keep going back and forth in how we're pointing, so we're attracting stuff from both ways. All I'm saying is the future is fluid. We don't have to attract anything from this way if we don't want to. Just keep yourself pointed in this direction as often as you can. Did that answer your question? Kelly, I had started a gratitude challenge. First thing every morning, I write down 10 things I'm grateful for or appreciative of and why. Really stretched my mind. Grateful for toilet paper and not only one but two hands to wipe my ass with. How do you do that? Running water, indoor plumbing, etc. really makes me think, are you in the bathroom watching this? know half the world wipes their butt standing up and half the world wipes their butt sitting down, and most people don't know that the other half exists? Like, they know the people exist, but they don't know that half the world does it the other way. And when they find out, they're like, what? Maybe you're like that right now. It's true. That's funny. I don't know why I just told you that, but anyway, Kelly's comment made me think of that. Maybe half the world wipes with one hand and the other half wipes with two. Apparently, I have a shame kink. That's why? Not really, just insane. That's okay. There's no shame here. Nathan, mind is creative, and conditions, environment, and all experiences in life are the result of our habitual or predominant mental attitude. Yeah. Right, exactly. Does your life suck? Then your predominant mental attitude is probably pointing over here more of the time. And thanks for this, because one of the points I wanted to make and accidentally skipped was that we don't have to kick our own butts, like, oh, I suck at this, I keep looking over here. We're always going to look over here. We're always going to be pre-paving our way towards stuff we don't like. That's part of the game. The thing is, try to make it so that you're pointed over here 51% of the time. 52% of the time. It'll get more. It'll get more. It'll get more. We're never going to be there 100% of the time. That's called being source energy spirit. If you're a physical being breathing air, you can't do it. It's just not possible. Where have your comments been? I know you said that we have preset plans, and then things generally work out that way because you have had consciously planned plans. But what about the times when someone has intentionally planned to not have intentional ed? Intentionally planned plans. And then often and or sometimes or mostly many times no plans, and often things happen that I'm going to get through this. Hang on. Happen that are more wonderful than any of the plans that you could have planned. It awesome too. Okay. What about, here's what I think you just said. do you do this on purpose? You get me every time. Okay. What about when you have, when somebody has planned not to have plans, and then things all right. Let me answer your question this way, okay? There are two kinds of things. Some people are planning their future and they're trying to get to a place there that they've designed, right? Maybe you've created it on a vision board, or you've written it out and you've scripted your life, or something that you want and desire, and you're trying to move your life there. A lot of times what happens is that we're trying to do it through action. And this isn't the answer to your question. I saw something that I forgot to say, and I'm trying to squeeze it in, but it doesn't fit the answer to your question. So what the heck are you asking me here? And often things happen that are more wonderful. Okay, so sometimes we have this plan, this desire. And again, all I'm saying is that if we can kind of keep ourselves focused on this way, we're going to move in that way. But the idea is that we can only imagine it from a 3D vantage point. Your source energy, inner being, higher self can imagine it from an ultimate universal vantage point, and you can then get things that are even better than you could have imagined. I remember when I first started learning about law of attraction, they used to say to, I don't remember who would say this, but they used to say, I want this or better. I am looking to create this or better. The idea being that maybe my source knows that I want this thing, but source is like, yeah, but what you really want is this thing, and because, again, you're the one creating it, you just can't articulate. See, as we go through our day, as we're doing stuff, we're constantly putting things into our vortex. I'm just going to borrow some Abraham terms here. We're constantly putting things in our vortex. I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and I want this. But we're not saying it out loud. We may not even be thinking it, but we're feeling this energy. We're feeling what we want. We're feeling our desire, whether it's because we're appreciating something amazing or we're going through something that's bad. or contrasty that's making us desire the opposite of it. We're feeling the lack and desiring the having, right? So it's all going into our energy vortex, our energy pile. Then what we're doing is now I want to design the future that I want, right? So I'm going to design it and I'm going to think about it and I'm going to put it on a vision board. But I can only do that from the point of view of me, this 3D physical human person. But the energy in my vortex is the perfect vision of it. So I can't articulate it. I don't know how to articulate that energy. I don't even know how to tap in and feel the whole thing at once. All I know is I want better than what I got. So I'm designing something better than that. And now if I can move myself towards that, I might go right past that to something even better. The reason being is because I already created something even better. I just didn't know how to say it in words. Does that make sense? Karina, hi. Thanks for showing up today. This is fascinating. In my life review, the only faces I saw were the children I created. I wasn't given memories to hold of anyone else's faces in my life. So maybe, like you said, some key things are planned, written on your soul desires, and others are solely free will. Yeah, I really like the idea. I'm not going to argue with anything you're saying. I really like the idea of soul contracts, of the idea that, you know what, I'm going to go down there and you're going to go down there and we're going to hook up in some way, And maybe we decided that, this time I'm going to be your dad and you're going to be my kid, and then next time you can be my dad. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? We're souls. I know it sounds weird, but it's not this. You're not the same humans at that point. So, and maybe I'm completely wrong. I don't know. Maybe all we say to each other is, let's go down there and mix it up and see where we land. Let's just roll the dice and see what happens. Holy cow, we got married, or holy cow, we're enemies. Maybe from a source energy standpoint, there's no difference. It's just we're together and we're mixing it up somehow. I don't know. But I will grant you that I don't know. So if your belief is that you came here and had a vision of your future children and now here they are, then that's great. I will never stand here and tell you, no, that's wrong. Who the hell am I to say that? I have no idea. I'm just telling you that if you don't like your life, you can work on things to fix it. If you like your life, keep doing what you're doing. I don't know. For all I know, if you believe that the Mercury retrograde is making you a millionaire and you are a millionaire, then keep believing that. Because it's pointing you in this direction. I don't think the beliefs themselves are right or wrong. I think that what it is that whatever it is that you believe is either pointing you this way or pointing you this way. So figure out if what you believe and what then causes you to take action, which way are you going with those things? Oh, well, I believe this and my life stinks because of it, but I can't stop believing it. Well, now you gotta stop believing it. Otherwise, you're never gonna get anything other than that. This side being the bad side. I think that's beautiful, though, Karina. So good for you. Crimson says, we come here to experience humanity, and suffering sometimes is part of how we develop. Yes, I think that. I think that the suffering is what brings us low, because then we will always raise back up, and the raising back up is what life is. It's like, oh, this is amazing. It feels better. We can't just be always good. That's boring. It's like always eating vanilla ice cream. Sometimes you need to taste something different. Sometimes you have something that's not so good so that the next time you have it and it's delicious, you're like, oh, it's so much better this time. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody buckle up. Like in what I was talking about and what you said about being bored with the same types of fun all the time, amusement park, I would often in earlier days plan just to go out to visit galleries and nothing else. No expectations. Just to see what might happen that day, and often I would get into conversations with people I'd never met before, which was not planned but was wonderful. Yeah. Robin, that was an awesome comment. I'm having a rough time today, not on purpose, but that one was easy to read. Yeah, because Robin, I think what you did there was you said, I went there with a plan to go to the gallery and nothing else, but you didn't say, I'm going to go to the gallery. I'm not going to talk to anybody. I'm not going to have fun. I'm not going to see anything interesting. I'm just going to go there, stand in the room, look around, and go home. You didn't do that. You just said, I'm going to the gallery, but I'm not going anywhere else, meaning I'm not going to go on a side trip. I'm not going to go to the store. I'm not going to go to here or there. I'm not planning to. But then what happens? You went to the gallery with this intention of, I'm going to go to the gallery and have a good day. Well, you've already pre-planned things. What makes it a good day for you? It's a good day when I meet cool people and have interesting conversations. It's a nice day when it's sunny and I see flowers and I pick them. It's a nice day. You know what I mean? You're pre-planning all these things your entire life, and now that you're just like, you know what? I'm taking all this weight off. I'm just going to be me, and I'm just going to have a great day, and I'm going to go to the gallery and see what happens. Well, now the universe is like, finally, she doesn't have all that crap in her head. Let's give her everything she wanted. That's how it works. And then you did. You went and you had a wonderful day at the gallery. And then you came home and said, how did that happen? What did I do wrong? No, just it was a great day. Leave it at that. Do it again. Hi, Ray. I came in too late to make any sense of this whole thing, and with the brain on flu watch, I will just take this one as one of those days. That's okay. That's what the replay's for. But hello, and I hope you feel better. You're sick? I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, everyone. Late to the party. Well, then go home. No, I'm kidding. You probably are home. The power of belief. Yeah, the power of belief. Karina, yeah, power of belief can be brutal or beautiful. Yeah, it can. If you believe that things are hard, they're going to be hard. If you believe that you have the ability to create the life that you want, then you're going to create the life that you want. If you believe that you're a loser, then you're going to keep losing. It's up to you. It's all up to you. If you believe it, you're right. Even Amy says so. Wait. I think I'm getting this. We'll have to go back and see this. Lives, I understand. After 500 million, you don't have to much of a choice. Lives and... Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good for you. I thought you meant lives like live videos, but you meant like lives. Kirsten says... by the way, hi. I didn't say hi. Our future is designed by our mind's perspective. Oh, I like that. If I say I'm a millionaire enough, I believe my subconscious will make it happen. Why? Because I am the boss. Move forward fearlessly. Yes. And then what trips us up is the enough part. Is that we say, you know what, I'm going to do that now. And I practice it all day long. And then I get to the end of the day and I'm like, this didn't work. And I give up. Or the next day something happens and I might go into it the next day with the intention of doing it again. But then something happens because I've already pre-paved some crap on this road and it showed up. It showed up. And now I just go, just as I was going to try and go down this road, this crap shows up. Nah, it doesn't matter. Just forget it. Whatever's happening is happening. Just forget it. Whatever the circumstances of your life are right now, it's because you created that back then. Create something new now and then just stick it out and wait, because you'll get there. You'll get there. It might even when things seem like the end of the world, they're not. We're all still here. Good statement, Kirsten. I agree. Yes, I agree too. Well, guys, thanks so much. That's the last comment. I appreciate you being here today. It's always a lot of fun when there's a lot of people and a lot of comments. It makes it more lively for me, and it gives me food for thought for more things. By the way, I think most of you guys who are here now live know this, but if you're hearing this and you don't know it, you can always just blurt out ideas for daily fuels. You can write a post and just be like, hey, can you do a fuel on blah, blah, blah? You know what I mean? Occasionally I do a post where I'm like, what do you want to talk about? If you see that post, you can write it in the comments. But if you don't see that post and you have an idea, just write a post right in the group and be like, hey, can you do a daily fuel on Donald Duck voices? Right? That was a bad one. Amy says, strong belief, great results. Weak belief, wishy-washy results. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't really say that, right? Why do we get wishy-washy results? Because we're going this way and we're going this way. We're going back and forth between the two. If you can do the work to keep yourself on this path, more often than not 100%, more often than not, then you will get stronger results. And the opposite is true. And we all know this, that we get crappy results sometimes because when something happens in my life that I'm like, oh my God, this is just sucks. I can look back and be like, wow, I was really over here more often than not this past week or month or something like that. And all I have to do, I don't have to beat myself up for it. I don't have to be like, you don't have to do any of that. You can just be like, well, I was more over here than not this past week or month or whatever. And now this thing showed up. I'm just going to move it over here now. I'll deal with this thing. It's just a thing. And now I'm over here. And I can attract the answer to this thing. Or, you know what I mean? It's not like sources like, well, good luck with that thing. We're out. It doesn't work that way. You know, it's now you're over here and just go meditate, and sources like, oh, finally, I'm glad you're over here because here's the answer to that thing you attracted. It's easy. It's so easy. We just forget to do it. Kirsten gets the booby. All right, booby prize. Well, Robin, you got the booby prize. See, Robin, if you comment, then you get the booby prize. That's how it works. But actually, Amy would have had it if you hadn't written this. But anyway, that's how it works. So Robin gets the booby prize, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, and unless I don't, because the future's fluid, and who the hell knows what I'm going to do tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.